Will the market go up or down in Sherman Oaks? In this April update, let's break down the latest Sherman Oaks housing market update, what it means for buyers and sellers. We'll cover Sherman Oaks real estate listings, Sherman Oaks property values, and what's happening behind the scenes of Sherman Oaks real estate market. What's up, guys? Welcome to our April 2025 Sherman Oaks real estate market update. If you're looking at homes for sale in Sherman Oaks, considering a move, or just curious about living in Sherman Oaks, this video is for you. Let's get right into it. As always, we are going to break this down based on price ranges. So if your house is in a certain price range and you just want to get right to it, you're more than welcome to do that. At this moment, interest rates are still bouncing up and down. One minute we get some good news, one minute we get bad news. So rates have been ping-ponging for the last 6 months. Obviously, with the new administration and some market volatility, we have seen some flight to bonds, and we're getting a little sprinkle of good news. The good thing for everybody to understand is your home values are not going to crash, right? This is not 2008. There's definitely some uncertainty in the market, and we'll talk about how the high end is being affected by this volatility in the stock market. By and large, real estate in Los Angeles is very desirable. There's not a lot. Yes, there are going to be certain segments of the market where people are having a hard time moving forward and transacting because of the uncertainty or changes in their industry, tariffs. For by and large, a lot of it is noise, okay? In the end of the day, it's going to come down to supply and demand. It's going to come down to how many houses are for sale and how many houses are currently selling. And if you've got a great product, the great product and great price is always going to trump the market. For lack of a better word, it's always going to win. That's why when you buy a house, you always want to make sure you get the most important thing right, and that is location. All right, so here we are. We're looking at the Sherman Oaks market, and this is 1.5 to 2 million. Currently, as you can see, there are 52 records in Sherman Oaks. There's 34 homes that are currently for sale, with 6 under contract. The blue is active under contract, blue is pending, with 12 homes that have sold in the last month. So we've got a lot of good properties that are on the market in these areas. As you can see where they're located, you've got an equal amount of homes for sale north of the 101 than you do south. Down here in this area of Sherman Oaks, you can see you've got 3 right around the corner from each other, but they're in different price ranges. Where your home is located, what school district it's in, how many homes you're competing with, those are all going to be factors in how your home sells. Let's take a look real quickly at what is selling. Let's look up here. So this is a house for $1,750,000 on Killian, just south of Burbank. It is 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,144 square feet on a 7,524 square foot lot. Beautiful design, as you can see. This is a designer done home. As you would imagine, it's really hard to find something that's this beautiful and this finished. People are looking for a space they can just move into and be happy with and just write the check and just move on with their lives. And when somebody gets the style correct, they're going to buy it, okay? Here's one on Brandon. I actually wrote an offer on this property. This is a 4 bed, 3 bath, 2,399 square foot house on a 5,000 square foot lot. This is a great value at only $671 per square foot. As you can see, it's a 2-story. Look at this house, guys. This can be remodeled into the next new construction-ish style house. It's on a double cul-de-sac. It's got carpeting and original flooring, and you got green carpeting, but look at the architecture, the detail, the bones, like it is all there. This could be the perfect modern traditional, let's see, mostly pool in the backyard, but you got a double cul-de-sac in the front, so you can take some of the concrete out, do grass. There's a lot you can do there. Let me just go back over here and see what else we've got. Just a handful of what's going on. Let's keep going. I'm going to move to the $2 million price range to 2.5, and we'll look at a couple houses that are currently under contract. All right, so here's 2 million to 2.5 million, and there are a total of 33 homes actively for sale. Again, you got to look at the clustering of the listings. Again, in the end of the day, it's all about neighborhoods, pockets, location, school district, etc. It's not 33 with the coming soon, the yellow one, it's 35. There are 9 homes under contract and 10 that have sold. While it looks like there's a lot that's coming up for sale, we're actually seeing some decent houses trade. Let's just pick this one right here. So this is a good buy. This is a good value. I just picked this randomly. This is Valley Vista. This is 3,300 square feet, $2,099,000 on a 7,400 square foot lot. Probably has a little bit of a view. It's clean. It's nice. It's move-in. It's got Carrara marble counters. It's got views of the San Fernando Valley. It's got a pool in the back, a fire pit. That's just good value right there. Like, that house is just going to sell. Let's see, what else do we got here? I'm gonna pick, here's one in Hidden Woods, California. I've got a listing in here right now. This is 12933 Addison Street. It's 4 beds, 4 baths, 2,950 square feet, 2,399. Beautifully remodeled, move-in condition, feels like a new home, new construction. 2.4 is not cheap, but when you look at almost a 3,000 square feet in a quiet neighborhood with a pool and a great backyard in a good location, this is a pretty good value. Look, you got a side yard over here. There's a lot you can do with it. So overall, this Sherman Oaks market between 2 million and 2.5 is definitely moving. Let's look at 2.5 to 3 million and see what's going on there. I'm happy to report that the market is substantially better than it was early this year after the fires. I think that was the wild card we were all wondering, is what's going to happen with insurance rates. We're still going to have some issues with insurance. Insurance costs were very expensive before. They're going to be even more expensive in the future. If we do have a recession or some kind of slowdown in the economy, and by the way, a recession is just 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth, right? It doesn't necessarily, a recession doesn't mean the world's falling apart. It doesn't mean people are losing their jobs. It doesn't mean they're throwing their keys back to the bank. It just means 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. So you could still have great growth, not as great growth, and a little not as great growth. Boom, you're in a recession. And of course, the news is going to go crazy. But at the end of the day, again, supply and demand. Will rates come down? If interest rates going to come down, buyers are going to come back in the market. So we could actually wind up seeing some increasing values, again, depending on the style of home, the location, the condition, etc. But here we are, 2.5 to 3 million. We've got 28 active homes for sale on the market, only 4 under contract and 5 closed. So the 2.5 to 3 million dollar mark in Sherman Oaks is not quite as robust. And there's a couple reasons for that. One could be the amount of product that's for sale. The other could be the lack of quality homes. If you've got a lot of houses that are not in good condition or move in or big in square footage but need a lot of updating and priced a little high, or the locations are not good, that could influence the amount of houses that are for sale versus the one that are under contracts. And look, how well you do when you sell your house is going to depend on how many homes are for sale around you. But again, it's about the location, it's about the neighborhood. So here we are. Here's a newer construction house. I think this was built in 2014 or 15. Yeah, 2016. Newer construction house on Catherine. It's under contract. It's $785 a square foot. It's 7,000 square feet on the lot. It's a 5 plus 5, 3,812 square feet. This is by and large a brand new home. It's not, look at, there's a house next door being built to it as well. It's not brand new, but like, it's newer. It provides a lot of space. It's a beautiful home. It's got really nice finishes. It's very traditional. It's got beautiful flow to the outside, center island kitchen. This was like the gold standard back in 2016 when this house was built. This is a very clean and move-in house. It's an incredible value, under 3 million, compared to something just like this south of the Boulevard in Sherman Oaks or further east into Hidden Woods. Let's see, what else do we have here? Here's something that's close to the freeway. Let's find something south of the Boulevard. Here we go. This is on Valley Vista. Look at how much square footage this is. 5,235 square feet in escrow, asking for 3 million. When you get 5,000, this location here, this is just adjacent to Stansbury Estates. You have to keep in mind, even at $900 per square foot, 9 times 5 is 45. This house could sell well over $4 million. So somebody could spend $500,000 remodeling this house and probably make a profit. So I think that's probably the play here. Let's pick one more and then we'll move on. Here's one on Stone Canyon. Photos on this one, not great. Not sure why. Okay, yeah, I think I know this house. I think this belongs to a buddy of mine. This is great. Beautifully redone. Check out the siding on the outside. Look at these metal, I forget what these little things are called. Usually they're patina, but they're metal coverings there. The columns, the brick, the juxtaposition between the wood and the stone, the black paint. This is really nicely designed. Most of the driveway is probably original. This is probably original, but you can see how they took this home and made it really nice. Fully remodeled on the inside. Check out the designer tile in the fireplaces, the finish. Look at the tile here. I love how it goes all the way up to the ceiling. Beautiful countertops, a mixture of gold and black fixtures, the mud room, nice side yard, huge side yard. Really good house. 2,500 square feet, $1,000 a square foot under contract. Again, guys, it's about value. It's about where can you get a finished house that looks that good. If that house was on the other side of the hill, it'd be $3 million, $3.5 million. So good houses, either a good value right here, which was the fixer, the good house that's beautifully remodeled, the new construction house under 3, and then last but not least, another new construction house under 3. Location issues for this one is it's right next to the freeway, but it's 2799. All these other guys are probably, there's going to be some new construction. There's a lot of new construction. Oh my God, everything is new construction. Some older ranches. Guys, by and large, the houses that are a good value are the ones that are going to sell. Let's take a look at 3 million. Let's take a look at 3 million. Let's look at 3 to 4 and then 4 to 5 real quick, and then we're gonna get on out of here. All right, 3 to 4 million. Here we go, guys. 47 records found, 40 on the market, only 3 under contract, and 3 having sold in the last 90 days. Not great. Not great for this price range. And a lot of these listings are actually off the market. So let's see what's selling real quickly. Here's a house on Millbrook, south of the boulevard, which is a fabulous location, a beautiful East Coast traditional, stunning. This has been on the market, on and off the market a few times. Sport court in the back. Really good location just off Beverly Glen. $3,609, $1,000 a square foot. Again, this is selling probably because it's just a classic East Coast traditional with land and a good yard. And then here's one, we covered that one already in the last. And then here's one, okay, my friend's got the listing on this one. Check out the value here. 4,317 square feet, all 100% remodeled. Valley views, a good area of Valley Vista, south of the boulevard. I actually wrote an offer on this house before it got remodeled the way it is today. Pool in the back, some original features, but really nice stonework and a good house. So guys, houses are selling. You gotta have a good product and it's gotta be fairly priced. And then last but not least, let's look 4 to 5 million, and then we are going to move on to other things for our day. Okay guys, 4 to 5 million, 15 records, not much going on, 13 homes for sale, 2 under contract. A lot of houses in this price range are available for sale. They are just not on the market. New construction that was pulled off. New construction that's coming up for sale. We'll just really quickly go over the ones that did sell. Here is a house on Hidden Woods on Morrison, 8,000 a square foot. Excuse me, 8,000 square feet on the lot, $835 a square foot. This probably would have gone $900 per square foot last year. Seller came down to a fair price, boom, it moved. Price is king. And then let's see, what else do we have here? Here's another one. This is in the M Street pocket on Atoll. Same thing. A 10,000 square foot lot, $761 a square foot for new construction, 5,720 square feet. Guys, let's talk about design for a second. Design is so important. The owner of this house went modern on this. It has these marble rooftop coverings right here. It was a little bit more specific in design. How you design your house, the architect you use, the designer you use, all of those things are going to weigh into the ultimate price that you're going to get for your house. Guys, thanks so much for watching. We appreciate it. If you want to get more information about the real estate market or reach out, please feel free to reach out to us. Our phone number is 818-217-1767. You can email info@atrealestategroup.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe for all things Sherman Oaks real estate. We'll have property walkthrough tours, market updates, development happenings, restaurant openings, all that stuff. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Talk to you later. Your Sherman Oaks Realtor.